Well, this will be a short one. You remember yesterday I was going to have to see if I could put in a shaft or a hole into the part. I did. I printed it and it worked. And right now it's in there, and there's the reed switch. The body of the reed switch is going through. There's the tail end coming out down in there, that silver wire. And then here's the other lead coming over the top. And these are the two wires I'm going to have to solder. I'm probably going to solder it up here and bring it down. This one I'm going to solder up at this end and then bring it down. And there you can just barely make out, maybe you can barely make out a hole that's under there that goes up through and into the PC board, the soundboard, to give it the trigger. So it looks like this. Of course, it has all these goofy parts on the other side, but you can see how this side I thought looked great. Now this side is going to look pretty great. It's going to have a couple of extra wires, but it's going to look no globs and all that stuff, right? And then this magnet is right there. I've sunk it down a little more, so it should rotate fairly well as it goes around. I've elongated this piece. You can see how I've elongated both parts out. Now I'm going to have to look at my connector. This is the connector that I had. I think I'm going to have to shorten it a little more, and it's going to go in like this. I have the engine upside down, or the tenders upside down, so it's going to go like that, and it's going to reach up to the truck, to the engine, steam engine loco. It needs to be a little narrower. It's going to have some travel, so I may have to whittle these sides out and round it down a little more so it fits up in there snug, but it has some looseness, so when you make the backups you can adjust for that. If it's too stiff, I think it can push this off the track. I've seen that happen. So that's where I'm at. I have to solder these leads in. I've done the test with the meter, and it beeps when this goes by. It goes beep beep, you know. So I know I've got the reed switches in and it's not broken. And when this goes by, it's going to make the noise. It's going to trigger the chuff sound. This is going to extend it, so that's not in the way of the rotating piece anymore. And the trucks look good. The trucks look real good. This looks safe to me. I get it wired. It's going to be really, I think it's going to be really nice, because it's going to be tidy. It's all going to be up in there, and the part is so secure now. It's going to be covered in plastic in that hole, that shaft. So pretty neat. Okay, didn't get it done. Got to do some soldering yet. I got to do some grinding and fitting. Poor old Margaret, our Volvo battery, just said nope. I need to go to the battery heaven. So we had to take her car to the shop and leave it, and they're going to take care of that for us. We'll pick it up tomorrow. But that took out half my afternoon. That's okay. We made some progress. The parts printed and made and fitted, and that's a big deal. All three parts changed: the upper, the lower, and the shaft adapter. So that's kind of a, mucking around. I thickened this about 1.5 millimeters to give me a little more lid on top of this, so it wasn't going to break through. It'd be safe. And then we still have our connector captures. Well, I got some new screws in. I got some metric 2s, 3s, and 4s, M2, 3, and 4, and they're button head, if you're not familiar with that. It's Allen, so it uses an Allen wrench, but it's called a button head. It doesn't have a protruding head. It's very soft, rounded, smooth, that kind of thing. And I think that'll work well. I put them in here, and that rounded that down real nice. And I'll put them in some other places. I think I'm going to get more. The plastic threads, I can change them and print out whatever I want. So I printed out M2 threads, and they screwed right in. It's really neat. All right, gang, just an update. Nothing serious. Parts are made, parts are being fitted, and the parts will work. And it's going to look really good. So I think tomorrow we're going to have the 310 running like a top. Okay, later, gang.